assalamu alaikum, Jianu, Pakher Ragale, Ni Hao, Tune Shumme, Washmale, Ohio, Gonzaimus, Guten Morgen, hi, hugs and hellos, and a very good morning to everybody who's tuned into PTV World and are watching World this morning alongside the one and only Shahzad Khan. Thank you very much, people, for tuning in. Time to rise and shine, wake and bake. And ladies and gentlemen, today I think it's a very good day because of the fact that, we have given another opportunity by Allah Almighty to probably go and chase our dreams. And I think this is what we need to do every day when you wake up. Please thank Allah Almighty for giving you another opportunity every other single day. Please make sure that you look after yourself, you stay healthy, because if you're going to look after yourself, only then you are going to stay healthy and you will be able to achieve all your goals. Well, this is not the public service message, but we will be starting our show today with public service message. So let's take a listen. Okay, so today I've got a very amazing public service message, and it is because of the fact that whenever we are on the roads or probably on the streets, or probably if we are going somewhere else, or if we are going to go see our relatives as well, what happens is that we are habitual of honking. Please make sure that you do not honk, especially right in front of the hospitals, especially right in front of all of those other houses. People might be sleeping, and there's all this other stuff which is going on. So please make sure that you don't do that, because people get disturbed first of all. Because early in the morning, this is what I experience. What I experience is whenever I'm coming towards my work, whenever I'm coming towards the studio, there are so many people honking. I mean, if you're in a rush, what you need to do is that you probably need to wake up 5 minutes early so that you do not really disturb other people. And then on the other hand, there are people who have this habit of honking just without any reason. Please don't do that. And for all those people who are in a habit of driving in the right lane and they drive slow as well, please don't do that, because then obviously we do not have any other option other than beaming, dipping, or probably honking. So please make sure that you do not honk unnecessarily. Okay, so this was our public service message. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, over here in Pakistan, we have been sharing quite a lot of people and their experiences, because they've been achieving quite a lot within their life. Now, what happens is that, when we give them this platform and then when we share this platform with them, I think it is a moment of glorification for them too, and for us too, and for the entire Pakistanis who are out there. And this is what we are doing today. Today, we have been joined by a very young soul, and she's a designer by profession. And there was a competition which was going on, because Pakistan has actually completed 70 years, alhamdulillah, and so many more to come. So there was a competition which was being announced that, that all those people need to design a logo of 70 years of Pakistan. So this young lady, she did a fabulous job. She won all over Pakistan. It was around 400 contestants and almost 400 logos too as well. We'll definitely check in the details as well. And with me, ladies and gentlemen, the proud daughter of Pakistan, Miss Sabah Zaman. Hello, Sabah. How are you? Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for coming over.
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming over. Was it really early for you to wake up, or it wasn't really?
No, it was fine, as it is the university time. I usually wake up this time.
So what did you have to skip a lecture, or what did you do?
No, actually, university has ended now.
Okay.
So I'm free.
Okay, so let's talk about the competition. So what was the competition? How did you got to know about the competition?
So the competition was to make 70th independence logo, the best logo of the 70 years. So there was an ad in the newspaper. So I came to know through my brother.
Okay.
I did not check the newspaper daily. So
okay. So you do not have that habit of checking the
yeah.
newspaper.
So my brother told me about that. There is a competition. Why don't you apply for it? As I was making logos and I was doing such things before for my project. So he just gave me a task. It wasn't, I wasn't knew before that it's a competition and what's the prize and everything. I did not know anything. So he just said, it's a task, you have to do this, it's a challenge. So I accepted the challenge and I was like, I will make it. Why not?
And how long did it take to make that logo?
It took me 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
That's it?
No, it took a lot of time to think what to make.
Yeah.
But for the work that I did with the whole concentration, it took me 2 days, 2 whole days.
And was there any other helping hands as well? For example, did your brother help you, or
Yeah,
did your
of course.
teachers help you for that competition too?
Of course, my friends helped me. They pitched in the random ideas. You should make that. You should make that.
Yeah.
So I collected those ideas and made the logo. Actually, I made 3 logos. So
Wow.
the best one that my brother chose, that this one is best, you should send this one.
And then you send that one, and then
Yeah.
you won. So, and she's going to get 500,000 rupees for winning that
500.
competition too, which she hasn't been paid by now. But it's perfectly all right. You will definitely get it. But Mr. Producer, if we can share that logo too, so that people can see that logo, I think that's going to be very beautiful too as well. All right. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go for a short break. When we guys are going to come back, then we're going to share the logo itself. Good morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. For everybody who just got tuned into PTY, you watching well this morning alongside Shahzad Khan. Today we have been joined by a very young artist who recently won a competition within Pakistan, because Pakistan has completed 70 successful years of independence and many more to come as well. So with me, I have Sabah Zaman as well. She's the lucky winner, and we are trying to promote the talent. But right now, I think it's about time that we go and take a look at that logo which she made and made her win 500,000 rupees. All right, so this is the logo. Tell us about the logo now. What did you actually had to do, and how did you design this logo?
Well, the logo shows the crescent and the star. There's a specific crescent and star that represent Pakistan in all over world.
Yeah.
So the 70 represent that is the 70th independence, and the green and white colors, as in our flag, shows the minorities and majorities of Pakistan. And you can see the colors, the different colors in the
too many colors in it.
Yeah. The colors basically shows the culture of Pakistan.
Okay.
As you can see, the Pakistan is representing all over world through its cultures. Those are really colorful, and the colors are used are really, really vibrant.
Amazing.
If I only talk about Punjab, there are unlimited colors. Those are used in the cultures, and similarly in other provinces too. So there is no limitations of colors. That's why I have chose to put multicolors into the crescent.
Amazing, and the definition's amazing too, and the explanation's very amazing. It's very interesting, and this is very true that people over here in Pakistan are very vibrant, they're very enthusiastic, and they're very colorful, and we love colors. I think that's what it is, and even right now you're wearing a very nice color too as well. But other than that, while you were designing this, what were other people doing? I mean, for example, for all those other people, there were 400 contestants. That's what you said. So that means that there might be 400 other logos. So the 400 logos, do you think that this was the one which actually needs to get the prize, or there were other people who deserved it too?
No, actually now I believe it deserved.
Okay.
I have seen the other logos. What the judges said that they weren't original. They were took from somewhere else.
Okay.
So my logo was totally original. As I took the crescent and the star from original flag of Pakistan.
Yeah.
So there is a specific proportions of our crescent and star.
Yeah.
The 5-pointed point star. So the logo was original. The only reason the logo was chosen was it was original, and it deserves. I think it deserves.
No, it looks beautiful, and it is amazing, and it is a very well-deserved win too as well. But other than that, now let's talk about how did you end up over here? Okay, you told me that your brother read the newspaper. You do not read newspaper. That's a bad habit. You should always read the newspaper early in the morning. You should know what's going on in the country. But other than that, you're a student in NUST, and you're a student of designing too as well, if I'm correct, right? And how many semesters down the line, or you have completed your degree?
No, I did not have completed my degree. It's the end of 4th semester now,
Okay.
and I'm in 3rd year
Okay.
now. So
And it's a total of 8 semesters?
Yeah.
All right. And would you mind if I asked your CGPA too as well?
Yeah, I don't mind. It was good. It was 3.5.
3.5, wow. Okay, that's great. Now, I've got a very interesting question because half of the time when I was going to the university, when I was a student, so, every time, by the end of the semester, we would get our results and it's the GPA, right? So I would get 3.5 sometime, 3.6, sometime 2.92 as well. And then eventually you obviously have to calculate all of whatever happened in 8 semesters. And that's what we call it CGPA. I mean, after the first semester, when you get your result for second semester, that's when it's CGPA. So, do you know what stands for CGPA? This is a very interesting question because majority of the students in universities do not know what CGPA stands for.
No, you have asked it. I just forgot what it is. Like.
She just forgot. It's perfectly all right. I'm going to remind it to you. I never wanted you to be in a difficult position. It's cumulative grade point average. And if the C goes away, it's grade point average, ladies and gentlemen. So for all those students, please remember that. Many times I've been to different universities and I've asked the same question from different students and nobody knows it. Well, thank you. You were smart enough when you said that, oh, I just forgot it. So at least you remember that you just forgot. Okay, so now moving on. Do you think that your degree has actually helped you in winning this competition?
Yeah, it does. I just told you about that. I was working on a project in which I had to make logos. So I was just practicing making logos. So that time was when I was showing my work to my brother that, see, I have made such things. And he was like, why don't you make a independence logo for Pakistan? I was like, wow, why not? So let's take it as a challenge. So it was just a challenge. So yeah, my degree do help me for all the things. Actually, in Pakistan, very rare people know about the industrial design.
Yeah.
If someone asks me what you are doing, and if I tell them that I am doing industrial design, they are like, do you make buildings for the industries? No, it's not about that. It's more of the product making or the product designing. So it includes a lot of things like graphic designing, interior designing, exterior designing, and the
all
architecture.
of it is in it.
Yeah. So it's all summed up into industrial design discipline. So it does help me in the whole.
Which helped you in winning the competition too as well. That is fabulous indeed. But other than that, for all those people who might probably study with you, how do they feel about you winning a competition all over Pakistan amongst 400 students or candidates? What do they have to say, or your parents? What was their response when you told them that, Mom, Dad, I won? So did they say something, or did they promise you to buy something, or what?
Yeah, they did. They were super happy.
Yeah.
If you have seen the event when the logo launching was happening, so I just went to the stage and I looked towards my parents, and they were just making video and they were crying. And I just started crying when I saw them. So they were super excited, and the friends were sitting just next to me, and they were so happy and so proud of me that I was just looking at them, and I was like,
I do not know, but there's something wrong with Pakistani parents. No matter what happens, even if you win a race, even if you are on the stage, even if you're hosting a concert, whatever you're doing, I do not know, whenever they see their kids on the stage, they start crying. And once they start crying, the kid on the stage feels like, do I have to cry, or do I cry? Do I know? What do I do? I think the Pakistani parents need to take it a bit easy. It's all right, we are your kids, we have achieved it. Just clap, keep a good smile, and when you go back home, we can always do all the sentimental talk. I think that this is what we need to do. Okay, so now, what are they going to do with this logo which has been selected and, all over Pakistan you won? What are they going to do with this logo?
Actually, it's the official logo of the 17th independence of Pakistan. So it's going to represent the 17th independence in all over the world. So the banners and the social media and the media is
going to be about this logo. Yeah. And but I think you forgot to put your name underneath the logo as well. Is your name there?
I did not have to put my name there because it was just for Pakistan, so I don't have to advertise myself.
Brilliant! I mean, very amazing. I was not expecting this, but you've actually given a very beautiful answer as well. So now moving forward, how do you think that your degree is going to help you? What future do you see in Pakistan? and for all those other people who were a part of this competition, or whether they were or not, but all of those other people who can be a part of such competitions, what would you say to them?
Well, I think it is going to help me a lot because it's just the start of my start of the progress.
Yeah.
It's a big achievement, so I think I will take this forward in my further studies. And I had an idea that I will do specialization in graphic design, but now I for sure I will do specialization in graphic design to make me even better, that I can do even better. But I have a message for the youth who is actually doing designing in Pakistan.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here's a message by a youngster of Pakistan for the youngsters of Pakistan. Look straight into the camera and talk to them.
Yeah, I just want to say that if someone says you that designing is just a hobby, just tell them it's not a hobby, it's a profession. A country is represented all over the world through its art
Yeah.
and design. If you just see the flag of Pakistan, it is made through our design and it is made by an artist. So the people of Pakistan need to know that designing is just not a hobby, it's a profession.
Yeah.
You need to move forward, you need to do what you want. Especially the boys of Pakistan thinks
The boys
if
of
they do,
Pakistan.
yeah, they think
What's
if
wrong
they
with the boys of Pakistan?
I have a message for them too.
Okay.
They think if they do designing, so how will they support their family? How will they earn? People ask them what's the scope of the designing if they are doing such things. So it's not all about earning.
Okay,
It's not all about
I'm going
earning.
to sum it up for you. Ladies and gentlemen, everything which we see has a design. Okay, so if you'll do designing, you can probably do quite a lot of things. I think this is the nutshell.
Yeah.
Okay, but before going, before wrapping it up, because we have got another segment to do, what I wanted to ask was, have you got the prize money?
No,
No?
not yet.
Okay, what was the date? Did they promise that, that we are going to give it to you in 5 days or 10 days or what?
No, they did not say anything that they will do it so that specifically. I don't want to say that, but no, they did not say that.
Okay, so what we can do is that we can probably, ask them that, whether are you going to give us the money or not, but you will get it, don't worry. And
I'm not worrying at all.
you're a winner, you're on the national platform today, and Pakistan is proud of you. And the best part is that you will be representing Pakistan as a youngster, as the youth of Pakistan, and look what the youth of Pakistan is capable of. This is what we were sharing. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we're going to go for a short break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to talk about book writing. All right, from logo making to book writing, which is definitely an art. Thank you very much for being with us. Good morning.
Of art is truly a part of Pakistani transport tradition. Many trucks and buses in Pakistan are highly customized and decorated by their owners. These adjourned vehicles are considered as moving art or jingle art Because of their unique decor style, these vehicles are quite distinct in layers from other trucks around the world. Each part of the vehicle is decorated differently, with variations depending on the regional style. In Pakistan, a truck driver, owner, usually pays $3,000 to $5,000 for their vehicle's external decoration. The art embellishes such trucks according to the particular tastes of the driver. Nearly every city in Pakistan has a unique decor. The Balochistan and Peshawari trucks are heavily trimmed with wood, Rawalpindi.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you very much for staying tuned. And for everybody who just got tuned into PT while you watch Well this morning, once again, that's a reminder from Shahzad Khan. Earlier today, we were in conversation with Sabah, and Sabah actually won a competition all over Pakistan on the 70th independence. There was a competition for the logo, and the logo has been made. She won, and she won a prize of 500,000 rupees. What a brilliant young girl she was. But now I've been joined by a poet. And what I have to say about poetry, what I think about poetry is that for all those people who cannot really put things into words, I think they can use or utilize, people like me can utilize somebody else's poetry to convey what they feel about them or their surroundings. This is how I feel about poetry. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, for example, all of those legendary poets which we have seen within the subcontinent, they have given us an identity. They have given us an image of a country where, you know, we people are very well knit, where we people have a very amazing social behavior kind of thing going on. And then other than that, the best part is that the true representation of Pakistan has been done by poetry all over the years too as well. And when we were studying in our schools, we used to actually learn all the couplets, and then we have to do the tashri, which was very difficult because we really had to, you know, remember it first, and, you know, then we have to go and then we have to write all of these things. But other than that, I think poetry is for all those people who love other people. I think poetry is for all those people who've got empathy for all those other people. I think poetry is for all those people who just love to be in this world and thank Allah for every other day and for every other opportunity. We have been joined by Mr. Qazi Zahir Ahmed. He's the Joint Secretary, Kashmir Affairs and Gilgit-Baltistan. Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Wa alaikum assalam.
So, before I start my conversation with Mr. Qazi Zahir, so the first book which he wrote was Kamale-Arzu, which is right in my hand. We're going to talk about it, what's within the book. And then the other one is Pase-Diwar. Pase-Diwar, I think, is the second version where I do not know as of yet whether he's trying to connect with the previous one or it's just something else. Is it about the hidden image of the people or what's going on? So let's talk about it. Let's start with Kamale-Arzu, sir. So what's within this book?
Sir, before I go forward with describing my book, I would like to make a little introduction of myself.
Sure, sir.
My name is Qazi Zahir Ahmed. I was born in a village called Sraisala, Haripur, Hazara. And
very amazing place.
Yeah, and I have been educated at Peshawar, KPK, and then I did my MPhil from Holland in sociology.
Wow.
And I did my CSS in 1991, and presently I am a joint secretary in the Ministry of Kashmir Affairs. And
this is something which
as
we
you
told
said
them.
before,
yeah.
And I am proud that I am a bureaucrat come poet.
Wow.
And the passion for poetry has been with me right from the time of my childhood.
Okay.
I have been trying and writing. I have a passion for writing. Before writing my poetry in a consolidated form, I have been writing in the different English newspapers.
Amazing.
Especially there was a Pakistan Times, then there was a Muslim newspaper, and then there came the news.
I was too young then, sir.
Yeah,
I didn't know
you might be too young
be.
by that time, but I have been writing on the sociological issues, and then came the poetry. Poetry, you know, is a form of expression in literature which embodies the beautiful sentiments through which you express yourself.
Exactly.
You express for your people, you express for the colors of your nation, you express for the rich culture that we have, and you put your heart into the
it.
society.
Okay, now, sir, there's one thing. It's a beautiful introduction, sir. Thank you very much for achieving so much in such a little time. But other than that, sir, what I want to ask, so you said that you used to write columns
Yeah.
with the newspapers.
Yeah.
And then from columns to poetry. So this journey of moving from writing columns to becoming a poet, what happened in between? Is there something very tragic within the life which you want to share with us? Do you think that you...
No, Alhamdulillah, there has none of the tragedy in
because
my life.
because this
I'm
is
so,
because this is what is the mindset of people, you know.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is what they think,
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
know, शायर है यार आशिक ही होगा. This is not how it is.
romance is actually the baseline of the poetry.
Okay.
And everybody is romantic.
Exactly.
Whosoever is not romantic is not a complete man or woman.
Is not alive.
Is not alive, is
Yeah.
not a complete man or woman. But as far as my writing the articles in the newspapers was my passion to express my knowledge about the things that I have learned through my life, through my CSS, through my journey abroad, and I'm going to tell you that I'm a widely traveled abroad person.
MashaAllah.
And whatever I learned and whatever I wanted to put before the people of Pakistan, I wrote it through the newspapers in the English articles.
Wow.
And then came the poetry. Actually, I have been trying my poetry and expression of my sentiments throughout my life, and I have been attending a little form of mushairas everywhere. But all of a sudden, one of my friends came in and he told me that why don't you consolidate all these things and compile it and then put it in the form of a book. So my first book in August 2014 came in the form of Kamale Arzu.
Right here.
And Kamale Arzu, you see that I attempted, and it has been so widely accepted amongst my friends and all my colleagues and all over in the libraries and in the public bookstalls everywhere. It encouraged me a lot. But I thought that this book is a little, it contains a little difficult form of Urdu. So it cannot be understood by everybody.
Yeah.
Although it was a very beautiful poetry and some of my poets appreciated it so much. Then they said that you should give out another book of the poetry. The second one, the Passe Diwar, is very simple and it contains...
Now, before we talk about before we move on to Passe Diwar,
Yeah.
now the picture on this book, the cover photo on this book says quite a lot of things to me. So what happened with Passe Diwar? So it's you thinking of words, or what's happening? And then there's a wall too as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what's going on at the back of the wall? This is what the concept is?
Actually, the paper that is depicting Passe Diwar
Yeah.
has been formatted by my daughter.
Wow.
She is a student of mass media in Beria University. She is 20 years old and she has given me this concept.
Well, that is amazing. So it is, see, everything is about design. This is what Sabah was saying too as well.
yeah.
So, sir, what's different in Passe Diwar, and what do you think you have tried to convey in Kamale Arzu? Let's start from Kamale Arzu.
Kamale Arzu is the poetry basically based upon a lot of ghazals.
Okay.
And ghazals, you know, this is a this is a very specialized form of expression in Urdu literature,
Exactly.
in which there is a lot of romance, and then there is a unilateral form of expression that you express your sentiments about the beauty of the things, of the places, of the people, of the happenings, etc.
This is what I want to ask.
Yeah.
Now, what happens is that, you know, for example, people like us, where, you know, all those anchors, all those musicians, when we go around the world, we observe,
Yeah.
and then we come and then we share with people.
Yeah.
So what kind of observation does poets have? What do you observe when you're in a room or when you're traveling somewhere?
Poet is a person who has a very sensitive heart,
Yeah.
and he has the words to say, and he has a beautiful mind to convert those sentiments into the words.
All right.
And so the ghazal is a such sort of syntax in which the rhythm and the play, everything goes along.
Okay.
Some people say that it's a difficult, some people say that it's very easy, but it is my favorite form of expression. The Kamale Arzu is a specialized book on the ghazals, in which I have tried to express my feelings towards some of the people. As of say, I must confess that Harjaipan, the beauty of the people, and how the social relationship develop and then they break up, and how the people fall apart, and how do they feel towards each other, and there is a unilateral love and there is a mutual love, and all these things are the contents of my ghazals.
So it's about the social fabric.
Social fabric.
Yeah. So why don't you share a few couplets from your book too as well?
From Kamale Arzu?
Yeah.
Please.
Go ahead. I mean, I would love to listen.
Thank you very much.
And you have to choose the one which you think is the closest to your heart too as well.
Actually, everything is very close to my heart.
Yeah, it is. But
I can't
this is a moment where we cannot read all of it, no?
But all of a sudden, for example, the first one is the Hamdiya Ghazal.
All right.
Hamdiya Ghazal. हजूम शौक से निकला तो यूं लगा मुझको, हजूम शौक से निकला तो यूं लगा मुझको, बुला रहा था बहुत देर से खुदा मुझको, कलंदरी में लगे वो भी आशना मुझको, कि जिनका साथ भी होता था नारवा मुझको, दिखाई देता है अब साफ रास्ता मुझको, कठिन नहीं है किसी तौर फासला मुझको, तुम्हारी दीद का है एक आसरा मुझको, मैं चाहता हूँ किसी रोज़ तू बुला मुझको.
Wow, amazing, sir, amazing. And for all those people, you know, who are not Urdu speaking, so I think I'm going to translate it for you. It's about the relation which a human has with the Creator. And then the human life. I mean, we as individuals do depend on Allah Almighty all the time as well. And then we seek for His forgiveness and we seek for His blessings too. So this is what the message is. And this is what he was saying earlier, that in Kamale Arzu, you know, the type of writing it is, it's ghazal basically. So do you want somebody to sing this ghazal too? For example, imagine if Abda Parveen Sahib was saying one of your ghazals. How would it be?
Of course, this would have been my passion and my...
do you plan on doing this?
Yes, I do. I do. Some of my friends have got together and they are planning to sing some of my ghazals.
Wow, that's just cool. Now, sir, talking about writing.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to ask is that, you know, obviously you did your MPhil, and CSS obviously is not an easy job. You've been traveling around the world. You had to go away from your home to study. So obviously there was a passion to study, to be something.
Yeah.
How do you think that you're going to share this passion with your kids too as well? Because kids these days, I do not think that they have a habit of writing or being a poet. They think, it's a very generic statement, that it's a very obsolete thing to do now. So what would you say?
Alhamdulillah, I have got a bigger family.
MashaAllah.
First of my child, my daughter, she did her MA in English from Punjab University with distinction, and then she did Pakistan Studies, Masters in Pakistan Studies from Qaeda University, and she has been very recently married.
Wow, MashaAllah.
On 30th of June.
MashaAllah.
Just like this child, and now the couple is traveling.
Congratulations, Api.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And now they are traveling to Gilgit-Baltistan. They are enjoying their Hunza and Atabad Lake and Sost and everything. She is my first child.
MashaAllah.
She is a very brilliant child. I wish that she could have completed her CSS, but she has a touch, a soft touch towards literature. She is my friend. She sits with me, she listens to me, she appreciates with me, and it gives me a lot of happiness, and I'm so glad about it.
Amazing.
The second child, the second daughter that I have, she is studying Ifat Zahir Qazi. She is studying mass communication and mass media in Barrier University, and she has been all along with me throughout designing this book, and all the pages she has designed and the format and everything. In Passe Diwar, she has been the major contributor.
Wow, it is beautiful indeed.
Yeah.
Ifat, you've done a great job too.
Yeah. And so one of my son, he has completed his MPhil in HR from ComScience University. He is also a very soft-hearted child and a very competent boy. And my message of poetry has gone all along throughout my family. And from my family, from my children, from my kids to their friends. And we have sometimes mushairas at our own home.
Wow.
And on their insistence, I invite a lot of poets at my home, at my rooftop. and throughout the night we do it and
think
we
that's a
enjoy
great
it.
thing. I think that's a
so
great
I'm
thing to do.
enjoying my poetry, and my children are very proud of my poetry.
Well,
so
and
I
they
have
should
done
be.
my job, and I think that I have accomplished something
And then
greater
you-
than my CSS.
You have, sir, you have, mashallah. One last thing which I want to ask, that is, what does your wife think about your poetry? Do you share a few couplets with her too as well, you know? If, for example, you're going out for a drive and then you start saying something and then she's like, oh, Zahir, chup kar jaye yaar, kya ho gaya?
Exactly the same that you, the last words you have uttered. No more, I don't want to say anything.
Well, thank you very much, sir, for coming
So-
over.
so sweet
It
of
was
you.
lovely
Thank
to be sharing these amazing moments with you too as well. And especially it is very superficial for me to sit down with people, and then what happens is that in your subconscious you get to learn quite a lot too as well. So thank you very much for being a source of inspiration, and I want all of those youngsters who are out there to learn something from Zahir Saab as well. And because it's not just being a poet, it's about being a CSP officer too as well. It's about doing MPhil, it's about roaming around the world, which he did on his own. He really didn't have to ask for the support from his family or whatnot. So in life, when you have a passion, please make sure that that passion is closer to your heart and nothing else matters.
So sweet of you.
Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. And for all those people who are out there, I think it's about time that we move on towards the fruit of the day. And today we have picked up on custard apples. And the health benefits of custard apples, let's see, because this is for the very first time that I've actually seen the custard apple itself. So let's see what are the health benefits of custard apple. I'm just moving on to, yeah. So custard apple is full of vitamin C. It's antioxidants, which helps to combat many diseases and also enhances the immune system. Custard apple is abundant with potassium, magnesium, and contains vitamin A, calcium, copper, fiber, and phosphorus. It has high calorific value, able to provide sustained energy and delicious in nature. Well, I haven't really eaten it. Lisa, have you eaten it? Have you heard of custard apple?
Yes, I had it sometimes.
All right.
I had it in Thailand.
Okay, you had it in Thailand. Okay, we'll have to check whether it's available in Pakistan or not. But ladies and gentlemen, okay, my producer says yes, it is available. You can get it in Karachi because this was the last time where he ate it. It was in Karachi. So do not forget to write to us on our Facebook fan page. If you're not able to find a custard apple, please make sure that you write to us. It's about time that we wrap up the show because Michelle's on the news desk already. So do not forget to write to us on our Facebook fan page. It is with the name of World This Morning. On Twitter, it's World This Morning without a G. On Daily Motion and YouTube, it's World This Morning too as well. And the Fabulous Repeat is going to be at 11:05. So thank you very much for being with us. And thank you very much to all those people who were being with us. Thank you. Bye. Good morning.